Yeah, so Overflow Works has been in business for 8 years. We've got about 58 employees, $20 million in sales. Our corporate office is here in Murrieta, California. We have a warehouse full of printing equipment where we have all of our own direct mail, lasers and folders and inserters, and our truck drives the mail to the Temecula post office every day. I think we're mailing 3 to 4 million pieces of mail every month. For the mortgage, personal loans, solar, and car dealer space, those are kind of our four niches. I've been doing this for 27 years, selling probably 2,000 mortgage companies, 1,000 car dealerships, a couple hundred solar companies, and now working with a lot of personal loan marketplace lenders. So we know how to pull the right data and write the best copy to get a higher response rate. So we've been winning a lot of business. We've been growing at 100% per year, and that's all through repeat clients, mailing more often and mailing larger quantities. The response rates on direct mail and digital and lowering cost per funded loan is all about the data and the offer. So we pull real specific data. Like we have a list of people that have recently become engaged. And as soon as they get engaged, we mail them a letter and said, you want to pay for your wedding through this loan. So we try to pull specific data and mail a real specific offer because we know something about them and make that connection, that relationship with the data and the offer. So here's a list of 484,000 people that were engaged in the last 12 months and had a lot of success offering these people personal loans, growing families and paying for a wedding. So here is the mail piece that we designed to be mailed to the people that recently got engaged. So you can see where the offer on the letter matches the data. You just got engaged, we'll loan you $35,000 to pay for your wedding at a 5.89 interest rate. So we design our letters kind of around the data. You can't break those two things apart. It's all about list, offer, design, mail piece. So that's just kind of one example of something we've done in the personal loan space. So we pull data from 7 different sources. I mean, yes, we use all 3 credit bureaus and we can model credit data, and a lot of people can do that. But some of our public record files are a lot more powerful where we can get real specific information. Like here is a list of people that had a $5,000 or more federal tax lien filed against them in the last 12 months. And if we know they have a tax lien, the IRS is charging them 30% interest rate, threatening to garnish their wages and take over their bank account. People get nervous. So we mail these tax lien people. As soon as they get a tax lien, mail them an offer to pay off the IRS and get them off your back with a personal loan at maybe 15% interest instead of 30. So this is an example of one of our public record files, tax lien data that we market, real specific list, real specific offer. We have 3 full-time graphic artists that are pretty schooled in direct mail and copywriting. So we try to write offers specifically to that audience to lift response rates and conversions. So an example of, mailing somebody that has $20,000 in credit card debt and they just maxed out their 3rd credit card, the picture of cutting up the credit card, pay off your debts. This is a great, design letter for a good list of people with high credit card maxed out debt. And then offer to send them to your website, offer them to call the toll-free number. This is obviously, pre-screen opt-out data from the credit bureau. So, just knowing what we do about the data, we can write a more intelligent letter and a better offer to lift response rates. Different types of personal loan companies out there. Some are advertising $40,000 loans at 8% interest rate, and some are advertising $4,000 loans at 100% interest rate. So we have different list sources, based on what your market is, obviously. Different credit scores from the credit bureau or modeled data from some of our public record files, or what kind of car they drive, or what kind of house they live in, what do they buy the house for. We have a lot of information on these people to be able to write, better letter, better offer, raise response rates. Reach out to us. Best way would be to go on our website and just fill out a lead form. But if you're a phone call person and you want to call that toll-free number on the screen, you can reach one of our salespeople, managers, myself, and set up a demo to look more specifically at what you've been doing with direct mail, and if we could, redesign, re-engineer some of the data and write a better letter to lift your response and conversion and lower your cost per funded loan.